And I want to thank, and I know Bill has done this, but I want to thank our entire professional and house staff who are part of this community and keep this temple running on a day-to-day basis. With those of you, and I think you're sitting back there, who are with us tonight, please stand and be recognized by other members of your community. And a special thank you to the wonderful Lisa Tannenbaum, who led the effort to bring a thought to a reality, and to her entire gala committee. I'd like all of you to stand and be recognized. And all of you who helped with the flowers. There's a lot more people here who were involved in this effort. So thank you so much. Special thanks to Judy Tithe, who tirelessly works on reservations, and these beautiful flower arrangements. There were a lot of women who were there putting them together, but Michelle Eagle, wherever you are, they're gorgeous. And Eileen Brooks, you've been mentioned, but you add beauty and pizzazz to everything visual that is at or comes from this temple. So a special round of applause for you. Most especially to all of the members of this Temple Beth Avodah community, and to our guests who are here tonight, I say a very sincere and heartfelt thank you, both for the Celebration of Community Gala and for the Avodah Award. Now, even after reading Rabbi's beautiful words and hearing Bill's wonderful presentation, I still don't have a good answer to the questions of why me and how can we single out any individual. But I am very grateful tonight for the opportunity to thank, to honor, and maybe to challenge this community. So while my heart is filled with gratitude, I want there to be no mistake. I am well aware that there are so many others who could have been honored. Others who believe in the power of community, others who believe in the work of this place, others who believe in the importance of creating a warm, welcoming, and active community. Therefore, I ask that you view me tonight simply as a representative for all of you who have given so much, and all of you who will give in the future. We often hear the phrase that we're standing on the shoulders of those who came before us. And while that is true, tonight is about recognizing that we are walking shoulder to shoulder and hand in hand as we each do what we can, when we can, and where we can to strengthen our community and to pursue tikkun olam, the repairing of the world. For that is all that we can ask of each other and all that we can ask of ourselves. Avodah. It's been said that it means work and service, and to the extent that my efforts at the temple qualify, so be it. But Debbie and I are fond of saying that TBA is a wonderful platform or stage in which we're all part owners, and you know that in part because we all fund these operations, and we all get the chance to be the scriptwriters, or the actors, or the stagehands, and we always get to be the warm and welcoming greeters. And we always have the opportunity to take advantage of all of the offerings, far too many to list tonight, but always something for everyone. So work and service, I leave that to you to decide whether that is what we do. Now, as a representative of this community tonight, I'd like to honor you using some stories from the Torah that I think are appropriate for a temple event. And if it sounds a little like a bar mitzvah boy's speech, and if it's a little too long, well, you'll excuse me, but the year of my bar mitzvah in Omaha, Nebraska, everyone at my synagogue gave the same one-page, pre-printed form speech. My sister Marcia, who is sitting here and came in from St. Paul, can attest to that fact. And I'd like to especially thank you for being with me tonight. And Mazel Tov on your second grandchild born earlier this week. So first, an alternative interpretation of the troubling story in Genesis where Abraham almost sacrifices Isaac. The story opens with these words. God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham. And Abraham replied, Hineni, here I am. God had called out to others before, Adam, who hid in the Garden of Eden, Cain, who answered, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Perhaps the first classically wrong answer. And Noah, who followed God's instructions, but in silence. Abraham was the first to respond affirmatively, and he answered, Hineni, here I am. Which is more than a simple yes. And certainly, Abraham knew that God knew where he was. Abraham's answer to God's test of calling out for a response really was a confirmation of commitment and truly was the correct answer. So for what you do, what you and we will do, and for so often saying, Hineni, here I am, and for your commitment to say Hineni in the future, I would like to bestow upon you what I call the Hineni Award. And now you are all recipients of that. In Exodus, it's commanded that this they shall give, a half shekel for the temple. Everyone. The rich shall not give more, the poor shall not give less than half of a shekel. Now this is not intended to be a commandment relating to your financial giving. So please don't ever hesitate to increase your contributions to the temple and other worthy causes. And I think we still have a raffle going on tonight. Rather, this commandment's lesson is one of equality and 100% participation. Each one of us, the young, the middle-aged, and the sages, the wealthy, the less wealthy, and the financially challenged, the believers and the questioners, must give of ourselves, for it is those small personal contributions that form the foundation on which we create and grow our community, and by which we, as individuals and as a community, pursue tikkun olam, the repairing of the world. So a second honor for you, in recognition of your past and future contributions of self. And it is called for tonight the Half Shekel Award. Our temple once had theme years, and I hope we'll have them again. The first was, what does it mean to be a mensch? And the second was derech eretz. For tonight, let's define mensch. And we're going to disregard Rabbi Stern's beautiful words that were written, and I thank you so much for those, about mensch. But let's define mensch as a person of honor and integrity, a good human being, and derech eretz as following the golden rule of doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, starting with giving others the benefit of the doubt. These are life themes and perpetual goals, because as soon as we think that we've achieved menschdom or have learned the art of derech eretz, we probably have not. Still, it is in the pursuit of these goals that we once again give our half shekel, that we once again say, Hineni, here I am, and that we continue our pursuit of tikkun olam.